So I went ahead and checked to make sure there's no power, and I will remove this cover, and yeah, once I open it up, I will be back. Once you take the cover off and undo the receptacle cover, simply pull out the plug. Bada boom, bada bing. There's your junction box, and I will put the adapter plate on top and reconnect the plug to here. Now you take your adapter plate, 1/2-inch knockouts. Be careful because you don't want the wrong size knockouts, because I got 1/2-inch pipe, so you want 1/2-inch knockouts. And you simply open this up, and there's a gasket inside here for weatherproofing, and you just pop that out. Keep these, don't lose these. These are the fillers for the ones you're not using. And you simply open this up, and you take out 3 fillers, because we're using 3 out of the 4. And you want a Phillips driver. No, I don't want you to take this. You want it tight, but not overly tight. Excuse. It's American, apparently. American. So you want those tight. So it looks like that. Nothing gets in. And then we're gonna do one more. And in this one here, we are going to add a PVC connector. And that just screws right in here, like so. And then you want to just take a pair of channel locks, adjust them to the right size, and turn, and as it starts to get really tight, that's it. Now I will attach this and the gasket, like so, onto that cover on that box. An easy way to do this also is that you don't have to take the plug off. That you have your gasket on, you can take everything on beforehand like that, and you literally just slide it over. Then it's going to sit like that. I attach the plug to that and I can close it up. So here's a pro tip, because you've got to take out this metal bracket here to get to the screws in behind. So I just took 2 screws out and put in there and tighten it up, and now I can put this back on with the 2 screws. No problem, easy peasy. Second screw in, slide it up. You may have to move it up or down a little bit, but once you find the groove, like that, you don't want to go crazy tight with it because you'll crack it, but you just want to go enough to snug it up. That creates a seal around here, and if you want, you can put some silicone. It's up to you. So now that all that is back in place, I'll need to take it out again once I pull the wire through the pipe. But you need a can of PVC solvent cement. What we're going to do is we're going to enter in through here like that, and I bought some pre-made 90s because you don't want to bend my heel. So what you're going to do is you have to take your 90, like so. You want it to come up right in the middle like that. And then we'll measure from the box to here, and I'll glue it together and continue the pipe up to the switch, and then up from there. So I will be back once I take measurements. Applying glue is never a fun time, but if it falls back here, it'll be hidden. But you want to get a good amount of glue on there, not too much. You want to dab the inside of that. You want to get your pipe, and you want to go around the outside of the pipe like so. And once it's in, you push and you turn. You hold it for a few seconds, and then what I'm going to do here, contrary to my last statement, is I'm going to hold the 90 on the side, and when it comes to the middle, I will mark my pipe and I will cut it. And just let that set. It takes a couple of seconds, and then you're good to go. So what you want to do here is you want to put your level on it. You want to see what's level ish. What you want to do is you're going to lift it up here and hold that in place there. Once you have your level like that, slide that over, get your mark, and cut it. Okay, so my piece is cut. A little bit of glue there. Put a little bit of glue on the inside of the 90. You don't have to go crazy, just put it in, hold it in place. If you don't hold that straight, then it will be on an angle. I mean, you can turn it because you have this piece here. You have the flexibility, but sometimes that's not always the case. And you know you have a good bond when you see a little bit of glue just leaking up the side like that. Now my pipe's in place. I'm going to measure off the floor. You want usually about 1100 or 43.5 for the switch. I'm going 1200 just because the top of my barbecue is 1200. Actually, it's a little bit less, but I want that flexibility of not hitting the cover from the back. So I'm running mine today at 1200. Now you want your box for your switch. Very similar to the adapter plate that I had on. So what you're going to do here is you're going to carefully take out all your parts, set them down. So these are filler pieces. I don't need the top because I'm coming in the bottom and going out to my light at the top, but I will need one for the back. So I will make it tight because you do want it weatherproof, I'd say. So very similar to the other piece, except this has a closed back, where the other one didn't. And it does come with a ground screw also that you put in at the side of the box. I will start it, and then I will show you. So it goes in just like that, the ground screw. And you take your screwdriver and you just tighten it down. Now when you bring your ground in, your cast box will be grounded. You want to take a connector, thread it in the bottom, and you want to also thread one in the top as well. You'll need channel locks because they do max out. As you see, it's almost reaching the top, so you want to just basically crank it down as far as you can. It might not get 100%, but close enough. Do the same for both sides. Sometimes they are hard to thread in, and it's just because you're going plastic into cast, which just looks something like that when you're done. And now we are ready to extend our pipe off the wall and put our box here. So I got my piece cut. Once again, you want glue. This piece comes with a coupling, so I don't need a coupling on that piece. Boom, boom. Stick it in. Just gonna sit some right like that. Boom. Put my box in. This holds so well because it actually melts the plastic. It makes a chemical bond, and it's easier to hold. I'm using 12 by number ones to hold this in, the box in place. Now I'm going to glue my pipe box. I want to put it in. When you put it in, you want to press down just for a couple of seconds, like I said. And at the same time, you want to also ensure levelness of your pipe and everything else. So you want to get that level. You want to hold that in place. You can either put a clip. I'm going to put a clip in there now just to hold it so it doesn't flop around. Everything's level. My one clip in at the bottom. I will put another clip here as well, but I want to kind of center my box in. The center first. And just start drilling. There you go. Now your box is supported. Not going to go anywhere. I'll throw another clip here. I'll close the box. I'll throw one more screw in the box, and I'll continue my pipe up. Now what I'm going to do here to make it easier for my life, because I am on the balcony and it's easier this way, is I'm going to attach my 90 on the end of this first. So I'll glue this first, then I'll hold it up against the box, measure it, cut it, then I'll be back to show you how to put the other portion up there. So now I glued it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it straight up, put everything how it's supposed to sit, and all I'm going to do is take my hand and I'm going to basically measure where it's got to go, and I'll mark it there, I'll cut it, and then I will take it and screw it and glue it in the box. Glue on my pipe, glue on my box. So I will take this now and I will set it in place. You want to make sure the 90 is exactly in the area or orientation as you want it, because if not, you'll be off with your light. So now I'm going to put two clips, boom, boom, and I'll extend it out and I'll put my light right here. So now all my pipes installed, more or less. I'm going to find the center of the balcony, or just at least past the barbecue, so I can have direct light down on when I'm barbecuing everything. Okay, so I cut all my parts. I'm connecting my PVC pipe to my octagon box, so that slides in like that. Boom, boom. Now I will put glue on here and glue on here and extend it out. Okay, link is in. So where the light's going to go, just like that. I'll have my switch and my light for the barbecue. All I gotta do now is pull the wire, mount that box to the ceiling, and connect everything. Okay, so I've drilled my holes with my hammer drill, and here's my anchors and my screws. So I am going to just insert those in the holes, like so. And then I'm going to tap them with the pliers and screwdrivers. Then I'm going to take the box and place that over the connector and screw my screws in. do is line up your holes, box, and you screw your screws in. One, and you get your other one. And if you want to make sure your anchors are in deep, give it a little tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then you just tighten them up all the way. Okay, in and in, and that's strong. And then the last thing you want to do is get your lock nut, plastic, and you want to screw it down. There you go. Everything is in place. You can add another clip here if you really want to, but I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. And that's it, complete.